Probably not gonna like what I have to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. 1 John 2:15, it says, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. For everything in this world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever." Everything that the internet tells you to do, 99.9% of it goes against the will of the Father. It does not come from God. Just because the world tells you that people at your age are doing this and living their life in a certain way does not mean that that's what's right in the eyes of the Lord. And a lot of times it's very hard to go against the crowd because peer pressure is a real thing. We don't want to be the outcast. We don't want to be the odd man out, but that's who God calls us to be sometimes. Thing is, in order to spread the gospel, the best way to spread who Jesus is by leading by example. So when people see that you're not conforming to the ways of this world, and they see that the path that you're walking is the path of righteousness that God calls you to do, you're going to inspire somebody to do the same. Somebody's going to look at your life and say, dang, they're not doing that. They're not doing all these things that's popular. They're not going to the club every night. They're not going to the strip club. They're not lusting after women. They're not worshiping money. They're not making these other things of the world idols. All they're talking about is Jesus. All they're worried about is God. I wonder why is that? And that inspires them to maybe open up the Bible, because your life is the Bible for somebody, because they don't know another Christian. They don't know anybody who's really walking with God. All they know is the people who claim to walk with the Lord, but then live for the world. And I don't say that to condemn anybody, but I say that to say that to follow Jesus means you have to walk the path of righteousness. And that means doing the opposite of what social media tells you to do. That means doing the opposite of what all your friends are doing sometimes. That means doing the opposite of what your coworkers do. That means following what the scriptures say and walking by faith in God and living in obedience. And sometimes that isn't always easy. But I want you to understand that if something comes from the world, if people worship how they are perceived in society more than how God will perceive them, then the love of the Father is not within them. The Holy Spirit resides in every single person on this earth, but it's a gift that God gives us that you have to cultivate. It's like a muscle that God has in each and every one of us, but if you don't build it, if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. So that means if you don't use this gift of the Holy Spirit and try to cultivate it, you're going to shrink your faith, and you're going to lean on your own understanding, and your own heart is wicked and deceitful. So it's going to lead you to sin instead of leading you closer to God.